Greetings, salutations, and hello, I'm Try. Guess what? It finally happened. This bastard is now removed from the equation. The echoes and whatnot, in theory, should be gone. Yay! I'm not going to toss this behind me because it's still usable. Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. Channel update. Yeah, okay, I've got, what, 6, 7... Let me actually look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes! I've got... I've got 4, like, 3-year-old videos that, yeah, you can ignore those if you want, or you can go back and realize I can be impatient, I can be impulsive, I can be weird. The rack video, that needs updating. And I would actually have to watch my first one to remember what the hell it was. Yeah. I know I've been trying to go for roughly do a week in between videos. This one is just, hey, I got the damn thing. Yep. New mic. This is what I'm recording on. Sorry if moving you around has disoriented you, but hey, what am I here for? I guess I can point out some things here. They say that memory is the second thing to go as you get older. Yeah, I don't remember the first. The shirt's a warning. If you noticed in previous ones, I seem to be wearing the same shirt. Due to how close the first 2 were filmed, it's a possibility. But believe it or not, I have like 5 of those shirts. And for some stupid reason, they all end up with that stupid little bullet hole right by the neck. It's like, I don't know who's shooting at me, but it's not taking. I question if it's a reality. But yeah, I've got a number of those shirts, and they all rip in the same damn place. I question the quality, but they were cheap from Walmart, so they were bought for a workplace that didn't want logos. Yeah. The reason they were bought, and this is one I will love, was I had a t-shirt that had, I believe it was the Republic logo for Star Wars. And it was of the Republic Army, of course. And I had a manager come up to me saying that somebody had been offended by one of my shirts, and I questioned if it was the one I was wearing. Point them out to me, because if it was good enough for oh wow, I just screwed that up. If it was good enough for Emperor Palpatine, it's good enough for everyone. I will deal with the Republic scum. Yeah. It's better if I don't flub the line, but the first time I said it, the manager actually took a step back, and then I cracked up smiling and laughing. So, yeah. Yeah, this will give you the warning of what kind of individual I am. I'm not going to try and cheat you by making you think I have a personality that's different from what you see. I am what I am. I'm not likely to change that. If I ever end up with sponsors, believe me, I will tell you, because I don't like that kind of bullshit. Join Raid Shadow Legends because I play this. It's like, no. In fact, I think the last game that went on my phone was KOTOR that I got from Epic, which Okay, maybe one day I'll do playthroughs. I don't see me doing it, but it's a possibility. Um, I have KOTOR, the original CDs. I have it on Steam. I have it on GOG. I have it on Epic. I have it on EA. I have it on the Nintendo Switch. I have it also for, I think it's on Amazon for Android. I have it now on Epic again on Android. Yeah, it's KOTOR 1 and 2 is one of those games that I just end up with copies of. And I think the original and the Steam ones were the ones I paid for. Speaking of, yes, this mic was paid for. It was paid for through what you see behind me. The glowing green lines, if anybody wants to zoom in, that's the hash rate of a R9 3900X mining on Linux Mint. It'd be XMRIG is what I'm using. I use the same thing in Windows. CPU mining on machines that are idle. I'm not chewing up a whole lot of power. In fact, the majority of that rack is on one UPS. The file server has its own. There are even some limitations I'm aware of. Memory. Need to install more. But where the hell do I find it? They don't make aftermarket parts for me anymore, so. Okay, I don't want to make this a long one, but for anyone who's ever wondered what that is behind me, yes, okay. One of those monitors is displaying my Linux Media Center, which is called Obsidian Ball, which is an old reference from my old chat room days of Internet Relay Chat, IRC. Specifically, the program was MIRC, which I used to be able to write code for. I also remember IRC when it was DOS. Yeah, not many people are going to know this, but before the 9.6 kilobaud days or bits per second, you actually had to use DOS for your internet because it was too slow for Windows. Around the same time I was doing that, the 14.4 kilobit per second modems were popular. I had a guy ping me, told me that I was a minute lagged, and I told him off because that was my connection speed. Yeah, you want to feel old? That's how you do it. And I was in my teenage years back then. If the hair doesn't tell you, yeah, that was quite a while ago. The other side of that same screen is a resource monitor called BTOP. It is an excellent one. Thank you, Jeff Geerling, for pointing out some of your options, and I've been using it ever since. For those of you who wonder what the other screen that my head seems to hide, YouTube. That is my main account that I use for watching, learning, and stuff. If around all that you see the cable clutter, if you have OCD, or in my case CDO, because that had to be put in the right order, deal with the cable clutter, because that goes from a patch panel to inside the rack. In fact, what you see above the monitor that I've described that you can see fully, that my head's not blocking, those are the continuing lengths of those cables. If I pull the rack forward, it has enough space that I can get behind it and not get tripped up by the cables. Everything goes above. So being tripped up by the cables means I'm getting tangled in the damn mess, and yeah, my mind's a tangled weave in and of itself. As a kid, I stuttered, and I got tongue twisters. I didn't get speech therapy. So I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker comes. Wow. You know, in years I have not failed that. I go to do this as a recording. I'm not the pheasant plucker. I'm the pheasant plucker son. I'm only plucking pheasants till the pheasant plucker comes. Being one of the most common ones I'll use. I was originally taught this one by a very vicious woman, because the same woman who taught me it taught it to a 5-year-old, and then washed his mouth out when he flubbed a line. I'll let you guess that part. I have learned that I have no segues, follow along. When I'm doing a talking head video, specifically something that doesn't even have bullet points, like what you're watching right now. This is, I guess you would call this a channel update. Was supposed to be test the mic, and I'm doing more of that than I realized. Hey, you know, I haven't gone beyond like 6% of the CPU with the noise filter, considering I have fans in this room from either a server case behind me or servers, multiple computers, and 2 fans by the door, because yeah, 84.8 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm a lizard, okay? I love my hot rock. This room is designed for that. Yeah. Where was I going with that? Need to install more RAM. Okay. Yeah, I really do have no segues, but and now I get an email. Yeah, I don't know if that sound's going to come through, but yes, I'm an original Addams Family fan. Black and white, preferred. Carolyn Jones, John Aston. That's the Addams Family. Okay, Christina Ricci later on. But, I think she was like the only one that played the role right, but wasn't Wednesday supposed to be the outgoing kid? And yeah. Anyway, before I derail too much further, I did realize that there's a black bar to one side of the screen. No idea what the hell to do with it. Currently, I have no ads, so I'm not going to fill it with those. You're lucky. I could do this and just make you nauseous. Fill the screen, fill the screen, fill the screen, fill the screen. Ooh, okay, back. Yeah, I don't think I'm doing that again. You know, the sad part is this is the second time I'm recording this, and I just exceeded the time I did the first one, and it felt longer the first time. This one just seems to be cruising along. Yeah, okay. Good enough. Well, channel update. New mic. Old mic. Yeah, no. That's still usable for other things. Hey. Spare cables for. Oh, hey. Maybe I'll actually give something helpful. If you've ever been in the IT field and you don't own one of these, I have a terabyte SSD in here, and this is my my ISOs for installing. One of the best devices I've ever seen. Hang on, I gotta figure out which way to aim this, so I've got it. all my Windows installs. I have every major Mac install that has been from the Intel days. So starting with Tiger and working my way up to where it is now, Sonoma. Linux for Ubuntu, Mint, Pop. I think I even have Arch on here. One of the best devices you will ever own, and trust me, it was $100 well spent. As always, I'm Jeff from Craft Computing. If you have a last name, it'd be nice to know, but just so I don't have to do that sort of thing. He pointed out once, it went on my Amazon wish list. Action Retro also has one. Hi, Sean. Yeah, these are blessings. If you're IT, it saves you from carrying a pocket full of thumb drives with different operating systems. Though, me being me, I still have... Actually, okay. If you see to this side of my head, figure out which way I'm pointing. Yeah. I've got one of those little cabinets that is just nothing but like 32 gig thumb drives. Micro Center, of course. If you ever want to call a place heaven to a geek like me, that's it. Wow. Did I ever derail? Okay, admittedly, I would have to rail before I derailed, but I think I was born off the tracks. Yeah. Somewhere between ADD to ADHD, but I don't think I have the H, because I just don't have that kind of energy to put behind things. Yeah. Okay, anyhow. New mic. Poor memory. Yes. Due to the fact this is the second time I'm recording this, I didn't remember it the first time. Remember the last video I said that I couldn't find this stupid thing? I turned off the camera. I hit the upload. I'm not going to make this a separate post or put it on there, but you'll love this one. I vanished! Oh no! This is an ass. Oh, of course. And then we do this. Figure out which way it goes. It is now a 2 terabyte NAS. Yes, those 2 drives were still sitting on a desk in front of me, between the camera and me. I was going to say in between you and me, but still works out about the same. I suck at these things. Whatever. I'm not going to toss it because I just put 2 working drives in there. Okay. There. Closure. What was it talking about? Leadership. No. I'll be installing these later, when I figure out how to slot them in. I was not thinking of doing a video, but hey, I got the mic. I want to test it out. If this rambling has served anything, it has probably shown the quality of the microphone. So, if there's no echo, there's no pops, there's no extra noise, maybe cheap was okay, but it is now forever actually in OBS, where I'm actually recording this as my software. It is labeled cheap eBay mic. $30. I can't complain. If I play back this video and I got good if I've got good audio quality, I may actually tell the seller, yes, I'm happy with it. Wow, giving feedback on eBay. However, I almost wanted to do Tank the Tech as, remember, be kind to love you, and yeah. I'm not doing that. That's somebody else's bit. I'll stick with what I do. So, until next time, fare thee well.